Hi folks, Hugo Rivera here with HugoRivera.net, covering another fitness topic today, and at the end of this we're going to cover some questions and answers that you may have. Alright? At any rate, today I'm going to be talking about any kind of machines. Are there any kind of machines that help you to go ahead and lose the fat on the stomach and get that flat belly that you're looking for? Don't shoot the messenger, but here's the deal. There are no machines, there are no exercises that will give you a flat stomach per se, okay? The only way to get a flat stomach is for you to lose enough body fat to be able to have a flat stomach, okay? The way to lose body fat, as we have discussed before, is a two-step process. You need to be sure that you're dieting correctly, okay? And by dieting, I'm not talking about starvation. I'm talking about a plan that, you know, like I said, with my clients, I like to put them on a baseline diet of 40% carbs, 40% proteins, 20% fats. That comes out to like a gram of carb per pound of protein, a gram of a gram of carb per pound of body weight, okay? A gram of protein per pound of body weight, and 0.3 grams of fats per pound of body weight, okay? That gives you roughly a 40-40-20 diet right there, all right? So you need to first have the right nutrition plan. Your nutrition plan needs to consist of like good carbohydrates, like sweet potatoes, brown rice, oatmeal. It needs to have some lean proteins, like from chicken, tuna, good fish, like salmon, which is awesome, egg whites, whole eggs as well, okay? And you need to have some good fats. Good fats will come from the whole eggs, will come from like salmon, will come from like extra virgin coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, and some good nuts as well, all right? When you have the right diet and you combine it with the right training, and for the right training, in fact, I can go ahead and give you, to get you started if you're really confused with the training, I'm going to go ahead and share with you over here my free 21-day program, okay? Let me go ahead and share it with you in the comments below. And I'll go ahead and, there you go. It's on the comments right there. You can go ahead and download it. All you need to do is click on the link and enter your email address. You can get the free 21-day program, and what I do there is that I offer you a training routine that is fully periodized. The periodization basically has to do with like doing higher repetitions for a period of time, and you do lower repetitions for a period of time. During the lower repetition period, you're going to take a little bit more rest in between sets. During the high repetition period, you're going to actually be taking less rest, because what I like to do is that I like to push the body to the brink of overtraining, and then I would like to cut back. When you go ahead and cut back, that's when your body overcompensates by growing muscle and losing fat if you have the right diet, okay? So going back to the original question, are there any kind of like exercises that give you a flat stomach? No, because if you're not dieting correctly, nothing is going to happen. When you're doing ab exercises, what you're doing is that you're building up the core, you're building up those ab muscles, all right? But if you're not dieting correctly, you're not going to lose the body fat. So you could have an awesome set of abs, and you could do like 1,000,000 sit-ups or crunches or leg raises a day, but if you're not doing your diet, you will not burn that body fat, okay? So again, if you want to have a flat stomach, if you want to have even a six-pack, you want to have abs, the key thing is to have the right training and the diet put together, okay? There's no shortcuts, unfortunately, when it comes to this kind of stuff. I mean, Lord knows I've tried looking for them, and I tell you what, for the first 5 years of my bodybuilding career, I was just spinning my wheels, you know, trying a fat burner here, trying some whatever pills they will go ahead and sell at the nutrition store that promise to go ahead and burn the body fat. But, you know, again, nothing works if you're not doing the right diet, okay? And just remember also, a lot of people ask me, you know, do you need to be doing like tons of cardio to lose the body fat? And the answer is no. If you have the right diet, okay, that's going to start taking care of the body fat, right? And if you have the right training, that's going to go ahead and spike up your metabolism. I'm a huge proponent, obviously, in weight training. This is what I like to give to my clients. And fast-paced weight training is going to make sure that you have both the cardiovascular workout in, and you're also going to have the stimulus to go ahead and grow some muscle. Because when you grow muscle, what happens is that your metabolism goes up. Okay, every 10 pounds of muscle that you have is 500 extra calories that your body's burning just sitting down. All right, this is awesome, because what happens is that when most of my clients come to me, especially the obese ones, right, I put them on a baseline plan. Let's say that it's a lady, and I put this lady on a baseline plan of like 1,500 calories. Okay, and she starts losing weight. As she starts losing weight and gaining some muscle, her metabolism goes up. So what happens is that there comes a time where I have to actually up the calories in order to keep supporting the extra metabolism that she now has. Because if she's burning more calories now and I don't feed those, I don't feed the body, okay, then the body's going to go ahead and plateau. This is why so many people plateau, all right? You don't want to plateau, so you got to work with your body, not against it, all right? So as your muscle mass goes up and your calorie burning goes up, you got to feed yourself a little bit more. That way you keep the body going, and you just go ahead and increase your calories, you know, just by a little bit. Just by a little bit, you know, it depends how much muscle has been gained. If you gain 10 pounds of muscle, obviously, I would increase the calories by like 400 to keep that fat loss going, okay? So it all depends. I mean, I'll go ahead and see, based on the client, I'll see how the client does on a 400 calorie increase. And invariably, every single time that I do that, what I see is clients losing more body fat and gaining more muscle. So it's really interesting and counterintuitive, because you will think that you always need to cut down, cut down, cut down. But if you do that strategy, what happens invariably is that you get to the point that you cannot cut down any longer, and your body will continue to fight you and will continue to attempt not to continue to go down, because you've put your body in emergency mode. So now your cortisol levels have gone through the roof, and your body is going to protect the fat and actually burn the muscle. Because by burning the muscle, it lowers down your caloric activity. It also has other ways to lower your metabolism. It lowers your thyroid production too. So the body has all sorts of tricks, nasty tricks, to go ahead and keep the body fat there, and to even store more body fat. And you don't want to activate any of those tricks. You want to go ahead and negotiate with the body and have a good relationship with the body, so the body does what we want it to do, which is to build muscle and to lose fat, okay? So anyways, I hope that with this little video that I've put here together, when you go ahead and see an infomercial that tells you, oh, you know, this new app machine is going to go ahead and give you the flat stomach in 5 minutes a day, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, granted, you don't need a ton of time to train your abs. In 5 minutes, you can have a killer ab workout. No doubt about that. But if you're not dieting, you're not going to get no abs. You're going to get no flat stomach. You're going to stay the way that you are, and that's it. So keep that in mind. Don't let anybody mislead you. If anybody's telling you otherwise, they're just lying. So anyways, that's it for today. Let me go ahead and see if I have any kind of questions that I can help answer. Let's see. Michelle is asking how long it takes to get a flat stomach. Well, Michelle, it depends on where you're at right now. You know, if you just have 10 pounds to lose, it's not going to take you long. If you lose 2 pounds per week, which is kind of like what I like to go ahead and achieve with my clients, anywhere between 1.5 to 2 pounds, it could take you as little as like 5 weeks, you know. If you have more weight to lose, then it's going to go ahead and take you a little bit longer. So it really depends on where you're at right now. But what you can go ahead and do is that if you know that you need to lose, say, 20 pounds, give yourself a good 10 weeks. 10 to 12 weeks is going to go ahead and take care of those 20 pounds. And you should have that flat stomach by then. If you have more weight to lose, then it's just a matter of dividing, you know, how much weight you have to lose. Divide that by 2. And that's going to go ahead and give you the amount of weeks that'll take you to go down, okay? So that's a wonderful question, Michelle. Thank you. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. All right. Looks like that's it for today. All right. I'll give you guys skipping one meal. Will it make you reduce fat? Mithun Kumar says. Skipping one meal. Buddy, be careful with skipping meals. I'm happy you mentioned that, because what I like to do is that I like to keep the body, you know, I like to keep the body fed throughout the day. Okay, this is what has worked best for me and what has worked best for my clients. So what I like to do is that I like to have like at least 5 meals a day. I may have a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner, and protein shakes in between. By doing this and by feeding yourself every 3 hours, you have a situation where the body is constantly being fed, and that way the body doesn't think that you're starving. Okay, so you keep the cortisol levels at bay. You also keep your energy levels stable because you're constantly feeding yourself small meals throughout the day. All right. So if you have, for example, a physique similar to mine, where I need to go ahead and feed myself like a minimum of 200 grams of protein per day, that comes out to 5 meals of 40 grams of protein each. Okay, and I could do 5 meals also of the 40 grams of carbs, and then as far as the fats, I take in like 10 grams of fats per meal. I do a little bit more carbs on certain days because I do carb cycling. So, you know, some days I do like 300 grams of carbs. Other days I do as little as like, 180. But suffice it to say, I spread over 5 meals minimum. Okay, so yeah, don't fall into the trap of like saying, okay, well, if I'm doing like 3 meals a day, I just go ahead and do 2, and I'm going to lose fat, because then the body's like, whoa, wait a minute, immediately it starts to activate those nasty systems that I talked about, and it's going to increase the cortisol levels to protect itself. So you just gotta, like I said, you gotta negotiate with the body, make it believe that there's nothing wrong. You gotta convince it that you're not trying to starve it, okay? You do this by feeding yourself small meals throughout the day, all right? Great question, thank you. What else we have? I have Samir saying, when you laugh out, it looks awesome, bro. Thanks. Let's see, Carlos says, Hugo, la dieta es lo que me mata, los condenados mofongos con camarones. Oh man, for whatever reason I cannot see the rest of your comment. Carlos is basically saying the diet is what kills me. Those damn mofongos, which are awesome, it's like plantains. It's a Puerto Rican dish actually. Mofongo with shrimp, it kills them. Let me see if I can see the rest of your comment. For whatever reason my iPad is not showing it. Let's see here. Hold on, Carlos. I apologize for that. I don't know what the technical glitch is. There's always a glitch with these things. Let's see. Sorry, buddy. I cannot go ahead and read it. Well, Carlos, my advice to you, buddy, keep the mofongos to 1 time a week, okay? Just 1 meal, and you're good to go, all right? You can get your favorite foods in, but just make sure it's just 1 time per week and 1 meal, and then the rest of your diet is pretty clean, okay? It's a matter of consistency. The more consistent you are with your program, the more results you're going to get. And the diet, even though it's the most challenging part, is also the part that is going to kind of like really give you the most visible results, okay? Because without a good diet, you may be able to get some results in terms of like muscle growth, but in terms of fat loss, not really, And again, once you get to a certain point as well, the muscle growth is going to be so-so if your diet is not up to par, all right? So, but I understand you with the mofongos and the shrimp. Totally get it. I have another question over here from Mithun. 1 sec. Let me maximize this. How many egg whites need to eat per day? My weight is around 86 kilo, and I need to reduce to 75. Okay, so give me a sec, buddy. Let me do a calculation here. You're like 86, huh? Well, you need roughly 190 grams of protein per day. Okay, so let's say that you need, let me round this up to 200, all right, just for easy math. You need 5 meals of 40 grams of protein, 5 meals of 40 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of fat per meal, okay? So every single meal you have 40 grams of carbs, 40 grams of protein, and 10 grams of fat. 5 meals a day. With that said, one of those meals you can have egg whites. So I mean, what you can do, I like to have an egg white, I have an egg white product that already has the egg whites in it, already ready to go. So I use like 1 cup of that, and I put a couple of eggs. That gives you around 40 grams of protein, roughly. If you wanted to go ahead and do just like the egg whites themselves, like crack them open and stuff, every single egg has around 3 grams of protein per egg white, okay? So you can go ahead and do the math right there. So you will need quite a few egg whites to make up the 40 grams of protein. So I rather recommend that you get the egg whites already ready to go in a carton. Just go ahead and grab like, you know, a full cup of those and then throw in a couple of eggs. That should go ahead and cover your 40 grams for that meal. And then the other meals, make sure that you have like, you know, some protein from like chicken or from like fish. You know, those are good protein sources as well. So just don't stick to the egg whites, all right? That's my advice to you. So I hope that helps. Let me see. Satyan says, oops, Hugo, I asked something in between. Can you post your question again, buddy? Because I didn't see your question for whatever reason. Sometimes this stuff just doesn't show me all the... Let's see. I asked something in between. Yeah, I don't see your comment. Let's see. Maximilian, in the meantime, while you post, Maximilian says, Hugo, I sleep around 3 a.m. daily. Will it affect my gains? It depends, Maximilian. Sometimes I do too. I go to bed at 3 in the morning and I wake up at 9, and then I start my day like around 9:30 because I work from home, so I don't have a commute. So it doesn't matter as long as you're getting the right amount of sleep. So like for me, for example, most of the time I do well with 6 hours. Sometimes over the weekend, if I find myself tired, I just sleep a little bit more. So over the weekends, I may sleep 8 or 9 hours. So just make sure that you're getting the right amount of sleep for you, okay? You know, it doesn't matter what time you go to bed, as long as whenever you wake up rested. That's good enough right there. If you see that you're constantly tired and falling asleep easily, you know, during the day, then that means that you're sleep deprived and you need to go ahead and get some naps in, okay? But typically for me, like I said, during the weekdays, I do like 6 hours. That works for me. Everybody has different requirements. Some people need 7, some people need 8. It depends. Me, 6 during the week, and if I'm tired over the weekends, I go ahead and sleep over a little bit more, okay? That, hope that helps. Let's see. What else we have here? Carlos says, ¿tienes algún libro de nutrición? Tuve una operación de hernia y subí de peso en la recuperación y quiero bajar de nuevo. Carlos basically says, do you have some book in nutrition? I had an operation, a hernia operation, and I went up in weight during the recovery time, and I want to go ahead and go back down. Yes, Carlos, if you look at the comments, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and post it again. You can actually download my free 21-day program right there, which will get you started in terms of the workouts. You can also take a look at the book over here, my book, the Body Sculpting Bible for Men. You can get it in Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, or any other bookstore. It's in English, it's the only thing. I don't have a Spanish translation yet, okay? But, you know, the Body Sculpting Bible for men, and then for the ladies out there looking at this, I also have the Body Sculpting Bible for women. So these books, as you can see, they cover everything and anything. They have like information about goal setting, training, nutrition, supplementation, you know, you name it, it's here. The exercise descriptions, they're super vast. You have like tons of recipes, really off the hook work. I mean, this took years to get to this level, trust me. So, and they're pretty much the books that I would have given myself back when I started training. I would have loved to have those. So, thank you for asking. But yeah, the Body Sculpting Bible for Men and the one for women. And I posted the links also over here on the comments below, as you can see. I posted the link so that it takes you straight to Amazon right now, okay? Thank you for asking, Carlos. And I hope that your hernia recovers quickly and well, all right? Just be careful when you lift. When you get back to lifting, be very, very careful. Don't go crazy with the weights. Just really and truly listen to your body. That's what you want to do, okay? Taking whey protein, is it good or bad? Whey protein is great. Just be careful because a very small percentage of people, when they take the whey, it gives them acne, so just go ahead and watch out for that. Most people are cool with it, like I said, but a little tiny percentage goes ahead and gets acne out of the whey protein. So just watch out for that. But whey protein is a great protein to go ahead and take. Just make sure that you get a reputable brand. Me personally, I use the whey from Labrada Nutrition. They're awesome. They have like top quality standards. They go ahead and test and make sure that you have the absolute best protein with no contaminants or anything. So I posted the link over here as well. on the comments below, so you can go ahead and check it out. So yeah, whey protein is fine. You can go ahead and take it. I personally take it like after my workouts is when I go ahead and take whey protein, and I may go ahead and have one of my other meals as well, where I go ahead and mix some egg whites with my whey protein. All right, so I just take it a couple times a day for me, and then the rest is real meals. All right, so anyways, that's that when it comes to whey protein. Let me see. Carlos says, great, no te preocupes que hablo hasta jeringosa. That's Carlos basically saying that he speaks English. Carlos also says, yeah, that's what I'm kind of afraid of, the lifting part, but I will take it easy. Thanks. Yeah, Carlos, just listen to your body, buddy. And the other thing that I recommend for you, Carlos, is that when you do the weight training, take 3 to 4 seconds to go down, take a couple of seconds to go up, and then maybe hold a 1 second contraction at the top, okay? A couple of things happen when you do this. You create an awesome mind to muscle connection, number one. Number two, you don't need to use as much weight as if you do like a normal speed. And this is kind of cool in your case, because in this manner, by increasing the time under tension as you're doing the exercise slower, you don't need to use as much weight, and you still get the same exact kind of results as you would if you were to be lifting heavier. Furthermore, you're also protecting your joints, which is excellent. The other thing I recommend you is that with a hernia operation, just be careful with exercises like lunges and things like that. Really and truly listen to your body. My advice to you is that during the recovery time, maybe like the first 10 weeks, for legs, just stick to like leg extensions and leg curls, kind of like exercises that leave kind of like the whole hip movement out of the equation. But then after that, you can start slowly with the lunges and the squats and things like that. Start with just your body weight, and go with a range of motion that is not bothering your hernia. Pay close attention to your body. Listen to it. Your body will tell you how far you can go. If you need to do just a partial movement at first, that's all good. No problem. You just listen to your body and don't do anything that causes pain. That's the ticket. If there's an exercise that you can do for a partial range of motion while avoiding pain, then that's great. Just go ahead and do that exercise, okay? Don't try to blast through the pain, because when we get into that kind of mindset and attitude, that's when we end up getting injured, all right? And you don't want to re-injure your hernia. So just be very careful. You can definitely lift, but just listen to your body, all right? Let's see. Mohammed says, I love doing sprints. Do I sprint before my weightlifting or after? I also play tennis 2 to 3 times a week. My goal is to lose about 10 to 15 pounds. I have a good physique, but I'm trying to get rid of my belly. What's your advice for me? I'm 30. Also, Mohammed, great question. But I would say is, if you're going to be doing some sprinting, do it after your weight training. And keep in mind that you want to keep your workouts short. So perhaps do your weight training within 30 minutes, and then be sure that after you do like sprints for like 10 minutes or so. But don't go past 45 minutes of total training, because after 45 minutes your cortisol levels begin to go up. So with that said, yeah, sprinting after the workout, totally cool. But be sure to still keep the total workout time to 45 minutes, because after 45 minutes testosterone goes down, cortisol goes up, which means that you will have difficulty losing body fat and gaining muscle. All right. The rest is up to the diet, buddy. So like I said, start with a diet that supplies you like 1 gram per pound of body weight for carbs, the same for protein, and 0.3 times your body weight in grams of fats per day. All right. Keep up the good work. And I'll do one more question, and I have to go ahead and call it a day today. Let's see. Tushar says he needs help gaining weight. He's around 7% body fat. Good deadlift, 160 for 6 reps. He's only 62 kilograms, okay? So for those of you that are into pounds, 62 kilograms times 2.2, that equals 136. So, all right. So Tushar, what you're going to go ahead and do here is that you need like around 150 grams of protein per day. Start with like 300 grams of carbs. And for fats, let me do a quick calculation here. For fats, go ahead and throw in like 70 grams of fats per day, okay? Because you have a super fast metabolism, so you're gonna have to feed yourself more. So yeah, do like, 300 grams of carbs, like 150 grams of proteins, and like 70 grams of fats per day. Start there, and like I said, all those nutrients, divide them by 5, and that's what you're gonna go ahead and consume in every single meal. All right, and be sure to follow a periodized program like the one that I show over here on my link on my free 21-day workout, or the ones over here, my Body Sculpting Bible for Men, right? Do those programs, and that's gonna go ahead and help you with the muscle gain. All right, definitely no cardio for you, okay? Anything that burns calories for you, extra calories, is not a good thing. You can definitely do fast-paced weight training, but you need to feed yourself. So definitely, get those carbs in, get those proteins in, and get those fats in. And be sure to get the water. I forgot. Everybody should be drinking 0.66 times the body weight in ounces per water a day. I typically drink like 1.5 gallons every single day, sometimes 2. Especially if it's hot. So, drink up, because most of your body weight is, most of your body is made out of water. So if you're not drinking your water, you will be killing all the processes for muscle gaining and fat loss. So just keep that in mind, all right? Anyways, that's it for today. I ran out of time. Okay, one more question. Alan says, which protein is good? Just tell me a name. Listen, Labrada Nutrition, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and post the link again. It's over here. I like to use I use their Whey Protein, okay? And I also use their Lean Pro 8, which is really, really good. The Lean Pro 8 has a combination of like both the whey and the slow release proteins, the milk proteins and stuff like that. It also has some egg protein as well. So I really and truly like the Lean Pro 8, and I mix it up with my whey is what I do during the day, and I put some egg whites also. So those proteins are great, and you can go ahead and check them out in the link over here. All right. Anyways, like I said, let's see. Carlos says Lean Pro 8 is what he uses. Awesome, Carlos. It's good tasting, isn't it? It's really awesome. I really like it. I love the fact that it comes also with like, some fibers, and it comes with some fat. So it's kind of like a meal replacement sort of supplement. So I really and truly like it. But anyways, it's been awesome being here with you all today. Thank you so much for being here, for your awesome questions. It's been a great session, I feel. I'll be back tomorrow with a lot of more information. And again, any kind of questions that you'll have, just go ahead and shoot them. Just private message me over here if you have any questions, and I'll go ahead and come back tomorrow and I'll answer them. All right? Anyways, take care, everybody. Let me see. I'm taking 2 scoops of 3.5 gainer, 100% weight, 1 scoop. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, Tushar. That sounds good, man. And Carlos says, I've been using it for years. Awesome. Yeah, so have I. I've been using Labrada Nutrition since the company started, really. Like since 98, I think. So actually, it started a little bit before. I think it started in 96, but I've been using their products for a long, long time. So yeah, they're awesome products, and they're just great. So anyways, take care, everybody. Until next time, take care, train hard, and thank you again so much for being here with me. Bye-bye.